Barr. I am Peter Barris, retired educator and Vietnam veteran, which is the reason I'm here today. To speak to you directly, to my representative directly, mainly because of your conscious branding of yourself as essentially a man who stands for veterans. I've observed your career, particularly your words and actions relative to veterans. I appreciate you bringing VA dollars back to Kentucky and your office's work toward gaining deserving veterans benefits they were earned and were promised. Though all of your accomplishments are actually examples of your position's responsibilities. That is, you're just doing your job. I've tolerated your constant grandstanding at ceremonies, some of which where you exaggerated your routine accomplishments on behalf of heavily saturated with military presence and defense dollars. I'm here to ask you to stand up for our basic country's rights, values, principles, and our Constitution. Stand up to protect the military from the greatest assault on their constitutional mandated independence from executive strong army. And in the process, protect the integrity of my children and grandchildren, the honor and integrity of those who serve. I believe I have heard you tout your family's history of military service. We likely share some perspectives from our family's history. My dad was an infantry squad leader landing on Omaha Beach and liberating Paris. 6 years later, he was a company commander in the Korean War, and 15 years later, he was an infantry battalion commander in Vietnam. Like most World War II vets, he didn't speak much about it until later, especially when I was 18 and departing for Vietnam. He shared two profound stories. In military tradition, when command changes at any level, especially during a war, the new commander typically gives a short speech introducing himself and setting some tone for their command. My dad gave 3 such wartime speeches to his 11-man squad, his 150-man company, eventually his 2,000 battalion soldiers. The words, the emphasis, and the length and importance of what you choose to say are your choice. But each time, his central message was loud, clear, and unambiguous. It is possible to commit murder on the battlefield. You will not under my command. Your president and party have taken assault on the integrity and honor of our military.
I'm sorry, can I ask you to wrap up?
Yes, where the honor of our fathers and grandfathers is intended for destruction by the lethality and the war culture Hegseth promises at his confirmation hearing is now being embedded in the Department of Defense philosophically and practically. Who in the world would argue that America is not already to the highest level in human history lethal? Those hoo-ha's you hear behind Hegseth and your party's capitulation to place someone without basic essential experience, much less the values and temperament sufficient to be Secretary of Defense, and whose qualifications seem to be blind loyalty to Trump, not to the Constitution or the
Excuse me,
our military. Thank you.
Thank you.